Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Space Haven. We're going to jump back into the game. Okay, we're back in the game here. Last episode we jumped into this sector from the previous solar system here that had 3 pirates in it, or 2 pirates in it. One hanging out over here and one hanging out over here. There was no way to jump around that system, so we just left. Sorry about those of you who are following this series. Sorry about last week. Last weekend, last Saturday, I guess it would have been. I have been dealing with a lot of issues with the weather, actually, of all things. We've had repeated thunderstorms and heat waves, and it's actually seriously interfering with my ability to get any recording done. The heat gets too hot and my computer is struggling because it's overheating, which is delaying my upload times to ridiculous amounts, because I can't cool it off enough. The computer actually wouldn't even turn on the other day because it was so hot. And then we're followed by thunderstorms. So yeah, days when I'm not at work, I'm dealing with these sort of issues with the thunderstorms and whatnot. And unfortunately that's beginning to seriously affect my ability to get recordings done. Normally I'm about a week to 2 weeks ahead on all recordings, and yeah, right now I'm kind of struggling to get stuff done. Add to the fun of that, YouTube's brand new shiny uploader that takes me almost 14 hours to completely upload and prepare a video, as opposed to the 2 hours that it used to take. It's not exactly helping either. So we're working on these issues as quickly as we can, but yeah, that's why, believe it or not, that is why I haven't been able to. I'm actually falling behind on Space Haven. It's one of 3 series that I'm working on. Scrap Mechanic, Flotsam now, and Autonauts. And yeah, Scrap Mechanic is very grindy, which means I can only really play one grindy game, so the other 3 have to be very ungrindy. So that's stuff we have to keep aware of. So if I miss an episode or 2 here and there, that's why. I'm really sorry. I'm not dead. I haven't fallen off the planet or anything like that. But yeah, it's just a matter of I have a schedule that I can't maintain because of because of the weather and because of my high quality top end potato calculator. So that being said, I'm going to do my best to try to continue to play through these games and try and make it at least reasonably fun or entertaining for those of you who are actually crazy enough to watch it. So right now, first off, we're just jumped into this sector. We're going to fire off a couple of trades with this fella here. Let's have a look at some of the junk that he wants that I can sell him. Just want to unload some crap. Like, I'm still just overwhelmed in this plant matter. This is sucking up a large amount of resource space. I don't even know if it actually has what do you call it? If it actually has a mass, but I'm assuming it does. So we'll let those 2 crank. I've ordered that, and we have a derelict ship over here that we can go and explore. So real quick here, did I equip you with a gun? I did. Okay. And you have a gun as well. Sean, are you an android? Oh my goodness. Sorry, girls. Tried to get you a male friend, but he's an android. Take that as you see fit, I guess. Okay, it's the beginning of the day for all of these guys. So I'm going to grab my group here. We're going to draft them, throw them into the shuttle, get time progressing forward. And dock that shuttle up over here. Okay, why won't you? There we go. All right, zoom, zoom, away it goes. Oh yes, negotiate. Permission to visit ship. We allow you to visit our ship. Oh, that's awesome. Negotiate. Shared vision. We don't agree to that. That's okay, Hans. I just wanted to see your ship. Okay, goodbye. I'll slow this down and once again unload everybody and let's go kill this ship. There's a dealie on the table there. Pick that up. Yay, credits and a data log. And we have a sleepyhead. This is awesome. This is a great ship. No aliens so far. Ships explored. Let's go see what we have for a new friend. And while it's doing that, we will do real quick here is select all and transfer all and start on salvage everything. Okay, zoom back in. I said go find out who our new friend is, ladies. Let's move it. We all know Sean's a machine, but he can't keep you all happy. All right, and undraft them. Undraft that. Keith! Everybody say hello to Keith. Keith is our newest person. Entirely possible Keith could actually be a person. Sorry to hear that, Keith. Skills. He used to be a doctor. Now he's a gourmand. Cool. High medical skill. Right. That's something we need, especially once we start up the prison ship. 5% surrender rate, so he is not a combat person. Very intelligent, good perception, not very brave, and I have no idea what zest measures. But overall, he's not too bad. Okay, so we're going to undraft you, Keith. We're going to load up your schedule. There we go. Keith. Keith. Oh, work time. You are all work time. You're all about the work. No free time, no sleeping. And there you go. Keith, your schedule has been set. Let's look at your priorities. Medical, highest priority. Okay, I can't make his medical any higher. That's good. He can do a little bit of everything else. I don't mind him marketing operations. He's a doctor and a pilot. What can I say? Okay, cool beans. Keith is welcome on our ship. So let's get back to business here and let these guys empty out this little thing. There's another one on the Mary Shelley. Yeah. For those who wonder, I read all of those logs on the last playthrough. I might do them again at the end of this playthrough. There was one that had some language in it that isn't family friendly. So I had to keep that down. I can't connect you. Okay, I'll connect you to the generator. I don't like it. Everything's pulling through the generator. Actually, you know what? We can do this. We can disconnect that one, connect that to that power node. So there we go. Solar cells into this power node and then into this node bank. And then they will start distributing about the ship. Okay, that's a good start. We're still very low on power. We need a lot of power that has to be resolved. We have a connection over here that needs to be linked as well. That's fine because that's a distribution node that just helps have a power supply over here in case we start doing some refining. What do we got going on? Microweaver. Composter. Composter has been finished. Okay. Composts biomatter. This is automatically doing it. Biomatter continuous. I'm not going to do the meat because I really don't need to. But biomatter, yeah, I just continuously compost the biomatter. So it takes this and it produces water, fertilizer, and carbon. Is that how I understand? Okay, I thought it actually needed water or something for... Oh, so what if I do... Human meat gives me some raw chemical. Monster meat gives me raw chemical. Corpses give me raw chemical. You know what? I'm always trying to sell this monster meat, so we're going to just throw monster meat and monster corpses in here as well. And I don't really have that many human corpses yet, but that might be something to add to the mix. Android Collective has a ship inbound. And we're still running out of power over here. I gotta have to start building this ship. Okay. So you're gonna open up the build menu here and activate sketch. That's what I wanted. Activate some sketches. So we're not overweight yet, so we don't need to add more thrusters. This is for an extra shuttle pod, extra shuttle bay, and some crew quarters for the bridge crew. I kind of want to start working towards that, but I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill out another section of the main hull here, the central main hull, and I want to put in some additional power systems in here, which means I got to finish this wall and go into that. So we're going to do that. Now the wall is there. There is nothing in here, so that's fine. Okay, we have a pirate coalition ship inbound, which is not good. As we are currently seriously engaged in mining operations. Never even looked at what the Merchant Federation had to offer. Oh, I think I did. They're the ones I'm currently trading with. Alright. So it was Android Collective that came into the sector. They've got some resources. Water that I'm interested in. So I'm always interested in water. Although, yeah. I'm thinking I might do a recall order for everybody and prepare for jump just to be on the safe side. So what we'll do is we'll just hit the preparing hyper jump, hit a recall order on everybody. Okay, the pirate craft White Rabbit has joined the party here. The White Rabbit, oh my goodness, these guys are shooting fast. Okay, what pirate ship is being attacked by 2 double laser or double weaponed craft, and they're going down fast. Okay, so you know what? We can cancel that and get back to work. Let's see if the pirates, and they're going to warp out. Okay. As we all know, when the pirates are outgunned that severely, they don't exactly like to hang out for long. And I have more resources up there that I'm very interested in getting. Cool. Okay, let's get back to business here. That's funny. The placement of the light and the power node makes it look like there's actually a staircase going down there. Well, our good friends the pirates have decided to return to this sector. They're also being joined by an Android Collective ship. Now, if it is the same group of pirates, which I suspect it is, I'm going to still prepare hyper jump nonetheless. But if it's the same group of pirates, then I'm expecting is that they will already be substantially damaged. But I got 3 hours here, and I have only a few crew members. Actually, all my crew members are currently on board, as well as all of my craft. Is that what I'm seeing? Well, they are now. Everything's on board. Okay, so I could theoretically jump out as soon as my guys are ready here. So we're going to keep the engines primed and ready to go. I've ordered a large reactor. The largest reactor, and I've ordered 2 more solar panels. I'm going to put in some more solar panels up here. I just dragged an area. I didn't measure or count or anything like that. I just dragged an area, but I'm going to put more solar panels in here, and I need to start working towards... I want to open up this section here because I want to actually start putting the weapons, shields, and all of that in, and this is where it's going to go, because this is literally a sealed area. Airlock access here. through a spacesuit door and air access here into the hyperdrive chamber room, and then this can be sealed off with a door, although it's not drawn correctly yet. This can be sealed off with a door once I finish building this section of ship, and then we'll just work our way towards the next section. This here was originally was to be an expansion on production facilities. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet, or if I'm still going to just build another cargo pod over there. I want to continue building this up. I do need to put crew quarters and that kind of jazz in. That's kind of what I'm aiming towards. I want to have this ship back to the point where it's able to handle a fairly decent sized crew and a prison, a small prison area as well. That has to go in. So, although that might be a good place for a small prison area. So, yeah, this section of ship I want to order like that. And I'm going to sketch that one and activate that one as well, so I know where that doorway is. If the ship is attacked and this area is ventilated into space, then it can be sealed off and isolated from the rest of the ship. I think the only other thing that takes damage is they also tend to shoot out all of the solar panels for some reason. But that's okay. I can deal with isolating the power grid and the thing fairly quickly. That's kind of what I'm trying to build, is make it so that the ship can very quickly section off and isolate whole areas of the ship, lock off the vents, lock off the access, whatever, and fix that part of the ship if we're ever hulled. Okay, White Rabbit has returned. And wow, they entered and left so fast I didn't even have a chance to realize they were here. They're not doing too good. I'm guessing they're being hunted by these guys. Very well outgunned. That's funny. Okay, well, I can cancel the hyperjump preparations and get back to business as normal, I guess. Also, did I ever trade with you guys? I don't think I did. See if I got anything here that's worthwhile trading with them right at this moment. I want some of those medical things. We're going to do another trade with these guys. I'm going to take the rest of their water as well. There we go. That sets up a couple of trades with their water. As I said, for now, I could probably eventually start doing is trading off metals and refined goods and such. Metals and then selling them back as refined goods. I'm not sure if that is a lucrative trade or not. But we'll see. But for now, I really need these guys to focus on getting this power system up and running. I'm going to bump that to a higher priority. Military Alliance has come and entered into the sector. They're offering to do some trades with us as well. Let's see what kind of goodies they got. And 130 water. I mean, I'm beginning to question if I really need to harvest water off of every single ship anymore, because quite literally I've got so much of it now. It might be more just a matter of I'm just going to start selling off some of the stuff that I don't need. I'll leave that as a potential for later on. I might get to a point where I need to start harvesting water on a regular basis. So I just want to get these guys to finish this room here. Pirate Coalition is making another attempt on coming into the area here. Not entirely sure how wise that is, but whatever. Okay, we'll put that spacesuit door in there, and then I want to go to system, I believe. Yes. need a shield generator. Oh, I see. That's what it is. They changed the... Whoops. Changed the... changed the look of the shield generator. I see what it is. I'm only allowed... How many ship points here? System points. I've got 12 out of 16. So if I build that, I should be able to put in a couple of guns and a couple of things here. So that was a shield. I want 2 energy turret weapons. Actually, was I going to do a spacesuit door there? Was that the plan? That almost looks like that's what my plan was. I'm not sure. Oh, probably not. It's just the way it built the hull. Okay. So that's 2 weapons. A single shield. I want the scanner. Yeah, and I really don't have... Yeah, I got space for one more item right here. I kind of want the extra hull. And I got six points left, so I could put in another energy turret or another shield or another hull stabilizer. Each of these uses 2 points, right? So I put a hull stabilizer there. Why not? Why? Oh, you won't let me build there. But you'll let me build it there. Okay, good enough. That's going to increase my hull strength. It's going to double my hull strength. This will double, or this will give me an extra shield layer, 2 weapons, which will give me fairly reasonably decent weapons targeting. Now we're just going to order in a few additional things. First off, I need a storage, small. I'm going to put that right there. The reason for the small storage is I need to be able to store energy units for the power. We're going to go into power node and we're going to grab two of these power nodes. We're going to throw those in here. I want those in as well. And I'm going to put a couple more on this hallway, and I'm going to put a wall power node in. Don't think I can squeeze it in here. I can there. There. Will that cover that distance? It should. And then I need one more node down near the bottom here. Like, or if I could just put a floor node. That should cover everything in this area. There, as of yet, is no air in this room, so they do have to come. Only access is through the spacesuit door for now, but that will change once I attach the next area up here. I'm going to put in air generation and such in there. that should give me a little bit better hull stability, 2 weapons, scanner abilities, so I can actually start taking a look at the pirates, and a shield. So that's all got to get ordered and built. That's going to take a lot of power again. And I think maybe what I'll do is I will activate sketch, and I'll start activating this next section over here. This seems to have not drawn itself completely in. There. Oh, except for that strip. There we go. And we'll just activate that whole section. That's going to be in addition to the manufacturing facilities, and it's also going to be in addition to storage and resource. Android Collective, you're not supposed to run away. Okay, we're going to activate hyperjump, begin the recall systems of everybody, and as soon as the shuttle is on board, I just want to have a quick look what's left on this derelict here, salvage. I've still got a lot of infra scrap, and that's about it. So it's basically, there's probably a little bit of hull from some of these scrap pieces on the sides here that hasn't counted yet. But it's basically a lot of random building parts and pieces. Okay, so nothing I really need. So we're going to hit the jump, and we're going to leave this system. Oops, and head up to this sector here. This pirate seems to be playing tag with somebody, and that's fine. Maybe he'll go play tag with the Alliance, the military alliance folks. So we're going to order up the next set of salvages. We'll take a looky-loo at this little thing here. So we'll deploy right there and pause. Early in the day, we're just going to grab 4 exciting. Oh, right, Keith is not a combat person, right? So we'll go Tracy, Sean, Sarah. Oh, you're probably working in engineering right now. Okay, we're going to draft you guys and send you off to load into the shuttle. Order the mining of the materials that are here. Everybody's on the shuttle, and we're just going to go dock that thing up over here. Okay, now this one has no standard airlock, so that's even better. We're just going to put a dock right here and enter right there. Accept that spot. Fly over and slow down and exit everybody off, and everybody can move in. Come back. Don't hang out in the bug section, you dolt. Somebody has a pellet gun. Oh, well, maybe not. I mean, that's an assault rifle. I don't know. Okay. That seems to be a lot of dead bugs. Okay, the MAS Starfish has been explored. We're going to undraft everybody, undraft the shuttle, and we'll add that to our workload here of salvage. There we go, and transfer. Perfect. All right, let's get everybody back to work. Okay, we've looted this derelict ship and collected all that we can. I'm trying to get these guys to finish building some material here to finish building this thing, but it looks like I'm just down some tech blocks right now. Basically all I'm waiting for is tech blocks. So let's carry on. We'll prepare for jump and go have a look around, see what else we can find, what other kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, and jump. Alright, so over this way. So all the links, it looks like all the links to these stars are all through from down below. So I have to literally bounce back down and then up. And that's where the pirate is hanging out. But he's been seriously damaged. He's fought a few people. We're going to evade him altogether and just keep on going. And I don't see anything in this sector that's... that sucks. Okay. Let's move out of this area and move on back and up and onward to the next sector of the next solar system, I guess. And that's going to do it for today, kids. Hope you're enjoying Space Haven. We're in a new sector of space, and we're going to continue on. I need to really get some stuff built. I literally need to loiter around and continue building. I've ordered a lot of manufacturing to be done. Once this area is in, I've got a whole lot of stuff I want to build in here, including some storage, another shuttle, or another docking area like this down here, that sort of thing. That's all got to go in here. And then I want to seriously work on expanding crew quarters and the ship hangar over here, because I do want to have at least one more shuttle, possibly two if I can. And that might actually mean that I'm going to alter the way this is. I'm thinking I might just keep the crew quarter thing, so it's 1/2 engineering, 1/2 crew quarters, straight up the middle of the ship, the center hull. And yeah, we're almost at the point where we have completely built this factory ship. Well, not really. We're a long ways away from being completely built, but we're at a point right now where if I don't get this power grid up and running, this power problem solved, we're not going to progress very quickly. And it's basically just some tech blocks right now. Once that's resolved, then yeah, it's expansion, expansion, and expansion. I do want to get to a point where I have a slightly larger crew than this before I start taking on prisoners, and I want a little bit more of the ship finished, including all of my system points used up. As I said, I got 4 more left, so that's 2 more devices, which literally could be just a matter of 1 more weapon and 1 more shield, which is probably what's going to end up going in here. And that will be it. Then we want to start working on building ourselves a couple of specialty ships. I want 1 specialty ship for prisoners of war, so I can utilize the rehab area that I have for crew. And then I'll want another specialty ship just for organics. It's going to literally be primarily just growing plants and that sort of thing. I I will have a lot more plant pods in this ship growing around, because they do produce a trace amount of oxygen and help out, and my oxygen supplies are struggling. If I bring up the oxygen overlay, it's showing it as high in a lot of areas. So I mean, it's still in good condition, but you see it starting to turn a little bit more purple over here, which means it's declining. So the system is struggling to maintain it, and it's trying to maintain a fairly large section of ship now. It's not just maintaining just one little tiny space. It's trying to do the whole aircraft hangar, the engineering compartment, the residential compartment, the additional expanded compartment, the bridge, and the manufacturing labs. So it's struggling. I gotta definitely start working on increasing that thing's capacities as well. So that'll happen on the next episode. We'll continue plugging away with building this thing. So thanks all for watching, and good night for now.